Just like vodka, like Remy, like liquor in my system when I need it. That sweetness, boy, you the one.
Welcome to episode 12 of Surviving the Mind podcast.
What's going on? This is Corey, Heavyweight Co on Instagram.
I'm Brian Scott. Instagram is 313_Brian.
When I love you, I'm 100% in. So when you do some stupid stuff that I've been telling you this whole time, then we got an issue. That's another thing. If I'm picking you up, be ready.
Wow.
Oh, be ready. I don't like that. I don't like that. What's up, y'all? Welcome to Surviving the Mind podcast. It's me, Misha. We got Brian. We got Corey. Once again, back again, blessed again. We ain't did the show in like 3 years. Blame it on Brian.
It's not all the way my fault, but it's a little bit my fault.
Me and Corey, y'all schedules is a little,
I mean, I've been open. I've been free for a minute.
And you got an announcement to make.
Who?
You.
Mm-mm.
You don't got an announcement you want to share with the fans, with the viewers?
Mm-mm.
About new beginnings in your life?
Mm-mm.
Petty.
Why would you start this like that? Why would you do that? You gotta grow up one day.
Brian,
Is it a new beginning?
Yeah.
By technicality?
Yeah, it's a new
think
beginning.
so.
You don't want to talk about nothing
It's more
new in
of
your
a
life, Corey?
rekindling.
Nothing new in your life, Corey?
No, this is not the Corey's Life podcast, so no, I don't actually.
But you're a part of the Surviving the Mind podcast. It's free. So
yeah, but
me and Brian are very open and transparent. You don't want to.
I doubt it. You don't even say who you dating, so come on now. He ain't open about nothing. Be quiet.
I'm not dating anyone.
Okay.
I'm not. Let it out. Who am I dating, Corey?
I'm not going. That's not my business to expose your business.
Because I'm not dating anyone.
Okay, if that's what you want to go with, that's cool.
Are you going to be more transparent in 2022?
With who? I'm open. I'm always open.
We know.
I've possibly shared too much.
Okay, Brian, anything you want to, any updates, news you want to tell them about?
I can think of at the moment. Everything's still the same. Still got a happy, healthy baby.
How old is Brody?
He is 6 months. Going on 7 months already.
Are you happy to be a godfather again, Brian? Or are you about to be another godfather?
I never stopped being a godfather.
No, but I'm saying a new one is coming. So you happy to be?
You said a new one is coming?
Why are you? What is wrong with you, bro?
It don't have to be you. You just took it out. I was talking about you. I could have been talking about somebody else.
You gotta grow up.
I could have been talking about somebody else.
You gotta grow up.
I mean,
how do you feel, Brian?
I mean, it is what it is, man.
You should actually be grateful, Corey, because if we was in person, I would be saying so much more. So you should.
What's the difference? What's the difference? Go ahead, say it all. Say it all. Say it all. Let's go. Let's get it out here. We're gonna start this. We're gonna have this episode before the year end. Let's get it all. We don't want to take nothing that we got to say that we hold. We don't want to take it into the league.
Just say congratulations. That's all you got to say.
Your background, bro?
Yeah, Brian. I thought that was your score.
No, I'm in the room by myself.
Yeah, that was my background. My bad.
Don't look at Dale like that.
How you know I was looking at Dale?
Cause you were.
Mm-mm.
You wasn't?
Nope.
Corey, you don't want to talk about it?
Talk about what? Let's talk about it. What we talking about?
What's new in your life?
It's nothing new in my life. Me and I'm trying to
spit it out.
I'm currently trying to make my family work. So, yeah.
Why was that so difficult to say?
That's what I'm saying.
Find the right words.
And Brian, how did you find out about the joining of the family?
Corey?
Oh, he told you. Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I found out on social media.
No, you didn't.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah, because you just lied.
You're right. I take that back. You're right. But I didn't believe you.
Media.
But I didn't believe you.
Exactly.
Why didn't you
I
believe
told you. Yeah, I told you.
Because he lied so much.
No, she always put me down when I tell her something first. Always.
Because I didn't believe him.
That's
I
on
didn't
you.
believe him.
That's on you.
You're right. You're right. You're right.
I say, Misha, you want to be my child's godmother? No. What I do to you?
I did not say that. I did not say that. You need to stop lying and telling people that.
I did.
You did.
When did I say that, Corey? Where? I don't even know what you're talking about. I said at the church.
Yes.
Before you said it was at Ramshorn. So which one is it?
It was in church. It was definitely in church.
I witnessed it.
And I said no.
You said no.
And I was
you definitely
serious.
said no.
Flat out no.
And I laughed.
And I was serious.
Yes. Yes.
It seemed like you meant it from the bottom of your heart. Like,
mm-hmm.
I don't remember that. I really don't.
Okay,
I don't.
Of course you don't. It's cool though.
I don't remember that.
Of course you don't.
You want to come over and get my godson's truck that I purchased for him for Christmas? Well,
No.
actually, never mind. You stay. You just, I'll put it on the porch. You can come pick it up off the porch. That's what you can do.
Whatever, bro.
Look at you, got the little Calvin Klein hat.
Yeah, from my mother-in-law.
Oh, so you married? Y'all got married?
Nah, we not married.
Not yet.
Not yet.
You may be Brian.
hey, that'd be wild. That would be wild.
Misha, what is this, bro? Can we get in the show? Let's get into the show.
Because Brian, your wedding is what? November, right?
September 11th.
I may be both of y'all. You never know.
I hope you do.
I hope not, honestly.
I
Whoa.
I hope not. I hope not.
Why not?
Because that means you just settled on something.
Or I could have been working on something.
Are you?
I didn't date nobody.
I'm not. I'm talking.
Okay.
It's the difference.
Okay.
It's dating and talking is two different things.
No, they're not. What are you talking about?
Dating and talking are two different things.
No, they're not.
Okay.
They can be.
They can be.
They can be.
You don't have to be. That's stupid. Okay, whatever.
You can talk without dating.
But then that's pointless.
Lord have mercy, Jesus. We go through this every show.
You can definitely talk without dating.
You can definitely talk without dating. I don't know what you're referring to.
You can, but it's stupid.
Because you so fast, you just be ready to rush into stuff.
What are we talking?
Just
We
slow
talking
it
every day.
down.
What are we gonna just keep talking for? We're not gonna see each other. What's the point of talking? Doing all that talking?
Because maybe I know it's not a future. I mean, or not saying that,
That's
but
stupid.
maybe,
That
or maybe I don't want to date right now. I just want to have fun and just talk.
Talking ain't fun if you just talking.
Yes,
it can be.
is.
Bro,
It definitely can be.
How much talking is there in the world? That only lasts for like a week. If you're talking every day and you talk for a few hours every time you talk, that can only last for a week, bro.
But that's you can't learn everything about somebody in a week.
You can't learn everything about somebody just through talking.
Yes, you can.
Why you can't?
Wow. So you can learn everything you need to know about somebody just through talking.
About 95.9%.
You can't learn everything about them then just through talking.
Just about.
Okay.
The only thing you probably won't know is what? Their mannerisms, stuff like that.
Mannerisms?
Ain't that what I said?
You came close though.
We gonna leave that in. We gonna leave that in 2021.
She has. Never
We're gonna leave that in 2021.
Whatever.
But yeah, you gotta go around somebody to be able to learn them. For real, you have to. That's like saying that you might as well just get married without dating. Then, if you can learn everything about them through talking, you don't have to ever go through the dating stage.
You can be around somebody without dating them.
Wait, say it again.
You could be around somebody without dating them. Like you could go through talking, never go out on a date, and still be around them.
I don't know. If y'all link up, I feel like that might have been y'all date. Like that's the date y'all chose. If y'all don't go out, that don't mean that it's not a date.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's a date. Like if you just coming over to my place, that's not a date.
It can be though. If you cook for her, that can be a date.
It can be.
If we gonna watch a movie, if we gonna do something at the house, that's the date. It's just the type of date we decided to choose.
I wouldn't want that to be the first date though, but it can be.
Mm.
It can be both sides. I can see what you're saying though. If we're just talking and we come over each other's house and we just kicking it, I can see both sides. It could be both.
At some point though, we gotta link up. I don't care. That just talking ain't gonna work for me.
So you don't just have people that you're in a relationship now, but before you would just have people you just talk to, but you really know it wasn't like a future, but just because you bored or just
I don't like doing that because the way when I talk, it's gonna make you feel a type of way. So I'm not about to just keep talking to you. Like, no, you don't need to know nothing about me if it's not future. Like, what are we talking about? Now you talking about just having friends? That's different.
That's basically talking.
No, I'm not talking to nobody that I don't want to want to try to build a future with or something.
Oh, okay. Yours is out of here.
It's not. How? What's wrong with what I just said? Your
relationship views were on different stuff about dating, period. It's just always just way far off than what I have in my mind.
That's because you're toxic.
How am I toxic?
Because you think that you know what, we're not gonna get into that.
Let's get into it. We got into it about your relationship. Let's get in. How am I toxic?
You're toxic. You're very toxic. But we not.
How I want to be better in 2022. How am I toxic?
We're just gonna say that for 2022. We're gonna say that.
No.
Toxic Nisha show.
Brian, do you think I'm toxic? Or you think I have toxic ways?
I think that some things that have happened in the past have been toxic.
I.e.
The whole thing about like, do you remember saying like, if I could take away the kids, it'd be the perfect relationship? That's toxic.
I don't believe that's toxic right there.
Thank you.
I think that's toxic.
Like, I don't understand.
Because I feel like you knew he had kids when you got into it with him, and then now you holding that against him. I feel like that's toxic.
I don't think it's holding it against them. It's like it would be the perfect situation. It's just like imagination, if you will. It would be the perfect situation if that wasn't the case. That's all.
Yeah, but it's like you holding that against them, and the reason why y'all can't progress is because of this. But you knew this was this before you got into it. But like that's toxic.
But that's why I didn't want to talk to him like that. I did not want to talk to him like that. And then two gentlemen was like, well, maybe you should just try it. Don't give up. This may be the love of your life. Maybe you should try it, knowing that I didn't want to date nobody with kids. So now I was in the situation.
And those two gentlemen were right.
Now I'm toxic.
And those two gentlemen were right.
That he was the love of my life?
You said it yourself. You even cried about it.
Oh. I don't remember.
Of course you know. You don't remember nothing that you say, bro, but you be remembering everything else. That's funny though.
I don't remember.
Hilarious.
And it's so crazy because I said, you know what? I like this one person, and Corey laughed at me, and it hurt my feelings. And he said, "No, I'm not."
No, it's just like, why? What do you like about him? That's all.
And I told him what I liked about him, and he started laughing. Like,
you don't even know him.
How you gonna tell me what I know?
Okay, bro. Do you?
Because we haven't. I'm about to sound crazy. I'm not even about to say it. Because we haven't seen each other face to face.
Yeah.
In person, no, but we've like.
You getting catfish?
Okay. So you feel like you know everything about this person?
No, once you like somebody, you don't know everything about them.
Listen,
where'd y'all meet?
Back to y'all saying that you can know everything about somebody through a
Instagram.
That don't make sense.
You can know all the important things. You can know how they think. You could really learn a lot just from talking to somebody.
You can, but you can't learn everything you need to know about somebody just through talking.
I feel like you can learn a lot.
So how do you get to know these women? By being in person?
Talking, I do talk, but being in person helps a lot. Like you can't. That's like texting all day. You can't learn. You can't even hear how somebody says something through text. You're gonna have to talk, and then you gotta see what they're. You gotta see what they're saying. Like it ain't just about talking. Like that's crazy to me.
Corey, I think you're confusing us because you just said you have to talk to them in order to be able to understand them. But then you said you can't learn everything about them by talking.
No, I didn't say that. I'm saying like, okay, so it's levels to it, of course. Through text, you can't hear how they say it. And when you're not in person, you can't see how they say it. Like this matters. I'm not saying nothing crazy. Come on, y'all not about to treat me like I'm saying something crazy.
But by talking to them, once you read that text, you will know how they said it.
Okay, but then you can see how they said it too. Once you're in their face.
Okay. All right.
I think we're just gonna have to agree to disagree because I don't see his point. I think 95% of talking you can figure out how a person is.
It's still 5% to a person then.
That you don't know.
Exactly. So what you got to do to get the other 5?
You have to see him in person.
It takes time. Okay. It takes time.
Maybe we're just fragile with our heart and we don't want to just jump into seeing somebody. I mean, Jesus.
It's a part of life. It's called dating. That's dating. You look for what you want. Like what is the point of not looking for what you want?
I.e., I knew I did not want to date him because he had kids, and 2 gentlemen said, "Well, why don't you try it? Because y'all may work out," and it didn't work out.
But it was fun while it lasted.
No.
You enjoyed the ride?
No.
You're not gonna sit there and just say no like that. You're not gonna sit there and just say no like that.
It was a waste of time.
How was it a waste of time, Misha? You
because
learned
we're not talking now.
But you learned that you don't want to be there. It's not a waste of time.
No, it's not that I don't want to be there. It's that I wish he didn't have kids. Like I just wish he didn't have kids.
Don't cry about it now.
I'm not crying about it. I just wish he don't have kids. Like it's different with 1, maybe, but 2. If we was to have kids, we already starting off with 3. That's a lot.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
And then I want to come first. I don't come first before your kid. Maybe I could take a back seat to 1 kid, but 2, no, I'm in 3rd place. When really I should be in 4th if you got a relationship with God, which he really didn't. I mean, but who wants to be in 4th and 5th place? No one.
The way women look at stuff is just it's toxic. The
Did a
way
baby mama come before you?
just toxic.
Ooh.
No, the baby mama should not come before Misha if she's talking to him.
Ooh. I don't think she would.
Ooh.
I don't think she should.
If you called and said you needed something, and the baby mama called and said she needed something, who would he go to first?
It would depend on if she needed something for her or she needed something for the kids. Because then it wouldn't be for her, it would be for the kids. Because his kids would come before me.
All right, so she called and said, hey, I need my light bill paid. You call and say, hey, I need my light bill paid. Which light bill he taking care of?
He would probably take care of hers because he said that's where his kids live for the majority of the time. But again, that's for the kids. And two, I would never be in that situation because I wouldn't expect for him to pay my bills. Because we're not in a relationship. Or even if we were in a relationship, I don't expect my boyfriend to pay my bills. Like, I don't expect that. I feel like that's like fiance husband type. Because if I was to pay your bills, I want my money back. If we was to ever break up, even before that, I want my money back.
The way women think is just so toxic.
How is that toxic?
A dude can't even think that way. He at that point he's what's the word? He a broke dude. He think that he wanted.
I can't hear you. What you say?
After they break up, if it's a dude doing that, after they break up and he say he want his money back, he broke. Like the way society is nowadays, that's the mentality. Like,
I can definitely see where you're coming from, but I don't think nothing is wrong with that. I don't see nothing wrong with that.
I just feel like if you did it, it should have been from your heart and it should have just been that. Don't do it. That would be my thing.
It is the ex that we all know about who was broke the majority of our relationship, and I want my money back. Like, I really want to take him to Judge Mathis. Like, I want my money back.
You ain't getting that money back.
I'm sure not getting that money back. I said that to say, God bless him. I said that to say, like, I would want my money back. Like, if we break up, I want my money back. Like, I want my money back. I don't see nothing wrong with somebody asking for their money back.
Bro, because some people don't even count the stuff. So
it depends on the amount too.
Now, you have that in contract. If it's not on paper, you ain't getting that money back.
And if you put it on paper during the time, if y'all haven't discussed like the type of person you are when it comes to money, and you go to like, okay, I'll give you this, but we got to sign this paper first. Like some people might.
Would you be offended? I was about to say, would you be offended?
I wouldn't, because I understand. Like, this is business. At the end of the day, it's not business, but it is. Like, I get it, especially if they got kids or something, and they got other stuff that they could be doing with their money, and they do that for you or whatever. I understand. Especially if I say I'm gonna pay you back, that's the problem. People say I'm gonna pay you back and never do.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna just chuck it up as a loss.
Did he say he was gonna pay you back, or you just did it out of your heart? So whose fault is it really?
A couple times he might have said he was gonna give it back. Well, all he gave me back was heartache and a headache. So he gave it back all right.
Well, now you know not to get your money out no more.
Oh.
It was a lesson. You didn't. It wasn't for
somebody else I was dating asked me for like $20 and I didn't want to.
What do you mean? Come on now.
I'm just scarred.
Over 20, bro. Come on now.
I'm just scarred.
Come on now.
That's how they get you. They add with the 20, then the 10.
No, and then after 20,
10, then 20, then 30.
There's got to be levels to it for sure.
I'm okay.
You 20 anytime you ask for it, but we ain't doing nothing else.
He's weird. Why don't you, since it's your family, how about you just tell me, like, don't you want to give her money back?
No.
As a birthday gift?
I'm not even supposed to know about all the stuff that you did for me.
Why not? It ain't a secret. You can go ahead and tell them. That's your people. That's your people too, Brian. I do have a question though. Best friend, we was in Florida, said that it was y'all two, him, and like he tried to talk to him and he was just kind of like he was like real rude and like standoffish.
Who?
Best
I
friend,
don't remember that.
y'all two and him.
You know what you're talking about, bro.
You said we were standoffish?
Not y'all, him. My ex.
When was this?
And y'all was like making jokes about it.
What was this? After a game or in practice or something?
Game. He said at Stanford Field.
Stanford.
What's his name? Ain't it Matthew Stanford?
Stafford.
Stafford. Y'all don't remember that? I told him he was making that up. Good, so I can tell him that.
I mean, I never really talked to him like that.
Happened though. It probably happened, but I don't.
I never really talked to him like that. For real, for real.
You talking about my best friend or my ex?
If your best friend is who I think you're talking about, I talked to him, but I didn't really talk to your ex like that.
Yeah, it's him.
Oh, okay. Moving on. Anything else on this topic, Devontae?
Why you?
I want to know how I'm toxic.
Very toxic, bro. The way you think, you got the social media way of thinking about relationships.
You need to stop saying that because that is not true.
It is.
That is not true.
It is, and it's cool.
Because I want to date a man with kids.
No, we're not talking about that. That's a regular. Like you can think that. That's your
okay.
choice.
So what do I say or think that's just so dramatic? Because
the
you said it's a
whole
lot.
arguing aspect and the whole like. It's a few ways. It's a few things that you said before, and I'd be like, "That's really a retarded way of thinking." But I get it.
I don't like the tit for tat mentality.
Tit for tat. That's stupid. The whole if it's
I can't text you more than twice. I don't like that.
Oh yeah, that's not toxic. That's common sense.
That's toxic. If you want to talk to somebody, you're gonna text them. Period.
I know you are not talking.
I am. I've never done that, bro. I've double text. I've sometimes triple text.
And that's toxic for you to do that.
No, it's not.
Obviously, the person don't want to talk to you.
Well, then okay. But that I showed on my end that I wanted to talk. So
you'll get it by the 10 text. If you go 10 without responding, I got it. Cool.
I'm not ever getting a 10.
No, 10 is that. That's extra. Bro.
You need help. If you get the 10,
if you ain't got a text by the third, fourth one, bro, let it go.
I say 5. 5 is a realistic number.
Next, bro. 3 is it. If you ain't got 3 of my messages, bro, come on now. I'm straight.
2 is it for me.
You ain't doing double. 1 is it for you.
You said what?
1 is it for you. You ain't doing double.
Every now and then I may do a double, but that's it. After the double, it's a wrap.
Yeah, okay.
Especially not in a day. Like you double in a day. Oh no.
Double in a day, Misha? You can't. You talking about 2 doubles?
No, I'm talking about 1.
That's crazy.
I don't believe on Tuesday I text you, and then on Friday I text you again. Like that's 2. I consider that's double. Like I'm not. No. That's weird, and that's not toxic. That's just letting me know you don't care. Cause I should be on your mind. You should be like, dang, I ain't heard from her.
Yeah, but if I'm still
sometimes I can forget that you text me, or I could be busy at work and I can forget. But eventually I'm be like, dang, I ain't heard from him, or let me text him, or it should be something. I'm like, oh dang, let me text him. So that let me know I'm not on your mind.
Well, I just really did busy. And when I did get the free time, I chose to get some sleep or something. I chose to eat, or that don't mean I didn't think about you.
Right.
That's what I'm talking about. That toxic way of thinking right there.
I don't
So
think
you,
you have to.
yeah, how many people have you missed out on because you witnessing the extra text?
Don't say missed out. What they missed
How
out
many
on.
people
What
have
they
you
missed
missed
out
out
on.
on because you witnessing the extra text, bro? What
Maybe.
if God didn't give you the extra text?
That's a sermon.
Huh?
Well, you know he did preach last week, Brian.
I didn't preach, bro.
He preached last week.
I did not preach.
And you know my brother get emotional
I spoke for a
every
minute.
time he get the mic.
I spoke for a minute.
For real?
Yeah, a little minute. Like what?
He just be acting like he just be so busy, like
The man is.
curing.
He is. Every time that man got a show, he got to go. Every time, and if he not just doing him, it's multiple people. Like, what do you mean? How do you not think that he is?
Whatever.
Who is Savante?
The security dude.
I don't think we meant to be. But I really liked him though.
It's just his lifestyle at the moment.
And then I
It's
was just
difficult to
thinking,
accept.
like in the future, what if we was to get engaged and get married? Like, I don't want to live by myself, basically.
But by that time, he might be in a different role. He might have a crew of people that he can send on jobs while he sits at home.
He has the capability of doing it. He just doesn't want to because he likes to.
That's for now.
That might change.
Once he get a woman, once he get a family, he might have to change it.
But I don't want to feel like I want to change him.
No, it's not changing.
You're not changing him. He's changing himself.
It's him evolving into being a husband. When you become a husband, stuff got to change. It's just that.
But I feel like, okay, so what if he don't feel like he has to change that? Because what if his thoughts is, you knew what my lifestyle was when you married me?
That's a conversation that y'all have to have before y'all get to that point.
Then what? Then what if he don't feel like he should change?
Then that's where y'all cut it.
Now I wasted my time.
You haven't wasted your time. You found out that this person is not for you. It wasn't a waste of time. It was dating. That's the thing. We got to change that junk, bro. People feel like they waste their time because it don't work out. No, you don't waste your time because it don't work out. You learn what you don't like. You learn something else that you can't deal with.
I feel like he would probably be the only man that I have ever dated that I would bring around like my dad, and my dad would really, really like nobody else that yeah. He would probably be the only one that both of my parents will really like. He preaches to, like, I think we connected on a spiritual level, but I just don't like him being gone a lot.
That would be something that you would have to learn how to deal with or not deal with at all.
And I don't like that he thinks like he's more busier than me. Like, I don't like that.
The problem with that? Because you want to feel like you're busy all the time.
Not necessarily.
Yeah.
Because when I date other people, I'm more busier than them.
That's what it is. You ain't gonna always be the busiest person.
And I'm okay with that.
Obviously not.
But I don't know. But he made me feel like he diminishing like what I got going on. Like he just more busier because he always flying, or he on the banquet hall here too.
Did he say that to you?
And it's so many words. That's how he made me feel.
That to her.
He didn't say it to her.
That's how he made me feel. You know what? We not about to waste no 30 minutes on this. Y'all toxic for real.
It's you.
Well, no, it's toxic. More busier.
You ready to give up something? Yeah, that's toxic right there. Who's
more busy?
That's not even why is that even a conversation?
Is more busy.
Because it is. It's a conversation. I have attention issues. Like, I want your attention. And if you always talking about you always got to pay attention, or you always on the airplane, and then when you get here, you got to focus on your business. your businesses or whatever, and which I'm not complaining about because he's also the man like who's had the most financial stability that I've ever dated. So I'm not complaining about that, but it's just like, but then he want to bring up, I think Steve Harvey made a quote or somebody like, a man, you can either spend more time with the man and he be broke, or you can spend less time with a man and he got money or something like that.
Which one you want to be? You want to be, yeah.
It's something to that effect. So it's either spend all the time in the world and he be broke, or spend less time and he got money and he helped taking care of you.
I think that's a real issue though, because I think even men, like if I'm being honest, I probably suffer from attention issues too. Like for real, like everybody want more attention.
Yes, and nothing is wrong with that.
I don't feel like there's anything wrong with that, but it's like it has to be within reason.
The problem is
it's just hard to be reasonable.
That's the problem. Right?
It's hard to be reasonable when it's like you want more of somebody, but they can't offer you more.
Say that again, brother. Say that again. I'm gonna record that for some later conversation.
You felt that, baby.
It's just tough. So, well, it's like that would hit that attention thing hit home, man. I swear to you, it did.
I mean, so I'm probably the opposite of y'all. I don't need that much attention, but when I do want it, I be wanting it like right then.
Yes, and then when they can't offer it right then, that's when it become an issue.
But it's not an issue for me because I'm reasonable and I can understand that I want it when I want it. So I'm okay with you not being able to give it to me when I want it. But eventually you're gonna have to give it to me.
But what if eventually never come, or eventually doesn't come for another week and a half, 2 weeks?
See, I'm cool with it because it's just too much of it. It's just too much for me. Too much of it, I get scared and I'm gone.
You can only be told no so many times before it's like, man, this is.
Is it no or
this
is it
is
not
hurtful?
Now? Is it no or is it not now?
Either way, it's still a no.
Now it's still no in this moment.
Either way, it's still a no.
Now is give me a minute. Give me some time.
Not now is no right now.
I disagree.
Does it happen when somebody says not now? You be like, hey, I need $15, and they say not right now. Do you have that $15?
But if it's an hour later, you have $15.
What if it's 2 weeks later?
You will still have $15. You may not need it.
But you don't need the $15 no more.
But you got $15 extra at that point.
I done figured it out by now.
So figure out the attention there by now.
That's not how that works, Corey. That's not how that works.
How is it not? Find something else to give you some attention up until then.
Find someone else to give you attention.
Something else.
Oh, I'm like someone else. I'm like that's a little far.
No, I struggle with giving. Like I'm gonna be open. That's one of the things that is required, and where I'm at now, like is more attention. Me giving more attention, and I feel like I be giving a lot, but it still don't be enough. You feel me? So that's like something I'm struggling with.
What's your definition of giving attention?
Me being here, me being in their face, me being like what should I be doing while I'm giving attention? What is giving attention?
That's enough? That's your definition of enough?
I don't know. I really don't know. I'm trying to figure out what is that?
I feel like that's the minimum. If y'all are in a relationship and y'all live together, you just being there don't mean nothing.
Oh no, I'm not saying that.
Then what you referring to? But you saying you being here.
Just sitting in a room together does not count as attention.
No,
right.
I'm not saying that. No.
Okay, so help me understand, because that's what I got from it.
It's not that. It's like
she wants affection. Like she wants you to be like all over her or all over everybody.
Yeah.
That kind of attention.
The problem is when I want to be alone or do something that I want to do. It's like all the attention that I did give goes out the window. It's like because I'm not doing it right then. It's like that's point. Like
now, I do get that point. I do get that point because sometimes people do get offended when I just want to be by myself. Like I do have moments where I just want to be by myself, and it's no shade to my family, friends. I just want to be by myself, and people do get offended by that. So I understand that point. But continue.
So I don't know. I guess I guess I could be better with giving more attention. But it's like how much is enough? Like I ain't got that much to give, you feel me?
That's not true. You can always give more attention.
How can you say that?
It's giving attention is simple. It's like paying attention when you're in a conversation with somebody. It's like
okay, now okay.
The act of being in contact with somebody, or
if y'all was in a conversation and somebody picked up their phone, do you automatically feel like they're not listening no more?
I feel like they aren't focused on the conversation anymore.
So you got to be looking eye to eye with somebody to have a conversation with them.
Not for me.
Exactly.
Sometimes if it's an important conversation, I feel like you should be looking somebody eye to eye.
It ain't even got to be important. It could just be a conversation, period.
Just a regular conversation about where we want to go out to dinner or we talking about something, and you may pick up your phone to text or send an email, or I wouldn't have a problem with that because I will do it. So I don't see issue with that. But if it's a serious conversation where we're talking about something about our future or our relationship, then yeah, maybe.
So then let me put it this way. You come home, you had a rough day, and you telling your significant other about your rough day, and they pick up their phone and doing like this, scrolling through Instagram the whole time while you telling them about your rough day. Do you think they're interested in that conversation?
Maybe not Instagram, but I'm referring to like a text or like an email or. But see, I can multitask. I can really be listening to you while I'm doing that. Honestly, I really can.
Whatever I'm doing.
I don't feel like you don't care about that conversation. I'm be like, oh, you don't care what I'm talking about right now. I'm trying to tell you about my rough day.
Even if they don't, though, that don't mean that they're listening. Even if they don't pick up their phone. So what's the difference? You could be having a conversation with me, and I could be having a whole conversation in my head, like thinking about something else.
It's just the act of playing with your phone is like.
I guess.
I don't know. I'm different. I don't even touch my phone when I'm out on a date.
I've gotten better with that.
I do.
Yeah, I'm gonna touch my phone. It is what it is.
I don't even touch my phone out on a date. So if we having a conversation.
If the date is engaging, I probably won't touch my phone. Because it's hard to keep my attention. So if you can keep my attention, then we good. Oh, but that was it.
Mm-hmm. I'm paying attention to something else, though.
Wait, you said what, honey? You said what, Brian?
I said that attention is something else, though.
Oh, I thought you said something else.
That attention is something else.
But guys say I could be more affectionate. Like they pretty much all of them say the same. Like I'm not affectionate. I gotta do better.
It's just tough. It can be tough sometimes.
Affectionate, and then being like affectionate is like it ain't how you want to be affectionate. You got to learn how that person likes affection. Your type of affection could be nothing for them, or it could be too much for them.
True. That's why I say dating is hard.
It is. And people would be like, people need to be less hard on themselves. Like, bro, like you didn't fail, like you didn't waste your time. You learned something else about yourself. It's that simple.
But who wants to learn a new person all over again?
if you ask the correct questions early enough, you won't feel like you've learned too much about a person. If you listen to a person long enough, you can learn everything about them in a minute, like in a short.
Ain't that what me and Brian just said? A whole
I'm talking about in person or on the phone. I'm talking about in person or on the phone.
I knew where that was going.
No, I'm talking about if you meet a person at a bar or something, if you have a conversation with them, you can know. It don't got to be over the phone. Like that's what I'm saying. Y'all just no.
No, we only said talking.
Bro,
Talking
is not enough. I don't care what y'all say. I gotta see a person.
He only said talking, man.
Talking is not enough for me.
When you're in the talking phase, we're not talking about the dating phase. The talking phase.
Bro, that's all the same phase for me.
Really?
Yes.
So you put them together. So you just go right into dating.
Talking and dating. Most women don't even want to talk on the phone no more. They want to go on a date. Take them on a date. If you ask any woman, take me on a date.
That is not true.
Oh my God. Okay.
I know a couple of women that would want to take it easy and let's talk first.
We can talk on the date.
That'd be your women. Don't say all women.
No,
that'd be your women
nowadays, bro. Women, it's stuff being reposted all day. Take me on a date. I don't want to talk. Take me, fly me out. You know how, bro. Come on now.
That's that social media world, Corey.
No, that's the society we live in. That is the social media world.
I was gonna say something.
But like I was saying, like you can, if you listen to a person long enough, you can know if you want to deal with them or not, just off a few ways that they view things. People don't ask the right questions. That's what the problem is.
So what's the questions like you ask somebody off rip?
Ask stuff that you want to know when dealing with somebody.
Like what? What's your number 5 questions you gotta say off rip?
Have you cheated before?
Whoa. That would not be my number 5.
I don't need to know that in the beginning.
Oh, I go there.
I don't need to know
really?
That. First date, that's the question you asking?
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm good on that. I don't want to know that. Because I might still want to hit.
I gotta know. I gotta know. I'd rather know, for real.
No, I don't need to know that. I mean, I'm cool with that being a part of the conversation, but I don't have to know that. That ain't nothing I gotta know.
And it's a test of people's honesty. You could tell when people lying. It's like you can tell when they trying to work their way around that question, and you can get to know them a little bit better.
So they just say no.
And then I leave it at no. But a lot of people, it catch them off guard. Catch a lot of people off guard. Be like, oh, didn't expect that question. They can't just get no out immediately.
But because they could, like that question can really catch somebody off guard, but that don't mean that they lie.
You can really catch them. If you never cheated before, it's not that difficult of a question. If you cheated before, you go try to work around that question and be like, well, I kind of cheated.
Or if I'm a good liar, I'm going to just say no.
And then that'll be it. And I believe until you give me a reason not to. That'll just be it.
I want to know. I don't know if I got like a set questions. I think it goes off of like the stuff that we've talked about before we've gotten to this date. Like, I don't know. I'll be wanting to know how you are with your family. Like, if y'all got issues. Like, I don't
on the first date.
Yes, bro. Because it lets me know what type of person you are. Do you have any female friends? Most women with no female friends are a little, they got issues.
Hold on. No. You doing too much.
Okay.
You doing too much. Yeah, because you're doing too much.
Your saving grace would be your family. You're really close with your family. So you don't need friends for real. So that would be, but so you ain't got no friends, you ain't got no family. Like, what's wrong with you? That would be my thing. What else?
Hmm.
What?
That's interesting.
I don't know. I really can't. It would be like in the
religion. How many kids you got? If you got
Kids
any.
definitely a first date conversation.
Definitely.
Religion for me.
I don't know. I feel like you will be able to tell. That's
Where
gonna
you
come out in
work?
the conversation.
Where you work at?
See, that's a woman question. I mean, I want to know it, but it's not.
Or not even where you. Yeah, I would want to know.
I want to
Yeah.
know. I want to know if you're working or not. But it's not gonna make me not want to talk to you if you say a job that I like. I feel like it's not. You know.
No, I just want to know you got a legitimate job.
Mhm.
I'm over dating drug dealers. I'm over that phase or scammers. So I just want to know you got a legitimate job. Legitimate job.
But what if they lie? Like I used to tell people I was a warehouse manager at Walmart. I work in the back.
And why would you want to lie about that?
What you need to know my job for? Just know I got one.
Well, I don't tell people what I do, but I tell them where I work at.
Because when you tell people where you work, they start counting your money.
That's a woman.
I can see that.
They start counting your money. You know how I mean people stop talking to me just because I said that?
Really? I don't see nothing wrong with that.
But it's like, why did you lie though? Like, I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that logic. Like, that's not.
But you kind of set the tone for lying. What you lying for?
I don't agree with that logic, bro. You're not being honest, so how could you expect somebody else to be honest?
Look, the conversation stopped immediately. Like the moment they saw Walmart, they were like, nah, this ain't it. Okay. So then maybe you just wanted free meals or something. I don't know.
I don't know.
Wow.
Where'd you tell Dale you first worked at?
Oh, Dale knew where I worked. She knew. Because I had just gotten a job. I'm like, well, I started here. I'm like, I told her I was working at Ryder and that I'd be starting at my current employer.
See, but I don't know. I feel like a woman that wants to be taken serious, I feel like she'll be able to take a man either more serious or not based off the job that he has, if you will. So it's like the manager at warehouse, that's not a bad job. Like somebody, that's just retarded of them to just think that that's bad. Like that's stupid to me. But I don't know. I feel like it's a little easier for them to take somebody serious when they know that he got a good job. Maybe he's on his stuff. Like I don't think that's wrong for them to think that way.
Yeah. That just shows where their mentality was.
But does it though? But does it though?
I think so.
I guess.
Put out a statement. Well, he actually did an interview, and he was saying that because I guess they on the show called Love and Hip Hop Reunion, and Erica was saying that she feels like she's a single mother. And Safaree was like, well, I hate when women say that you're a single mother if the father is in the life. So you're technically not a single mother. So people was kind of mad about that because some men felt like they agreed. I know the game said he did like a post about that too. Like you can't be considered a single mother or a single father if the mother or the father is in the kid's life financially and physically. And I would agree with that. I would agree with that.
I agree to a certain extent.
Okay.
Yeah, like I guess I agree, bro. I ain't gonna even get into
it. I think it all depends on how involved in the kid's life the other parent is. Like if they only show up once a month, I don't think. I think you would be considered a single mother. Like if the father only show up once a month, you a single mother because the other 30, 31, 30, 30 days of the month, they not there. If they only around every once in a while, or if they only show up just to drop off money, I don't think that really counts as being a parent. Because if you're just dropping off money, I'm doing all the parenting. All you doing is supplying funds. Like that's not being a parent.
So what was the statement again?
You can't be considered a single mother or a single father if the other parent is physically and financially in the child's life.
I totally agree with that there. Physically and financially, they are there. Then you can't be a single mother.
But if it's only once a month, I would say no.
But then that doesn't mean you're there then. You're not physically there. If you're only there once a month, you're not physically there. You're not physically.
You are once a month.
There. No, you're not. But I'm saying, so being there, that don't like you got to be there more than one day. That's not being there.
And that's my point.
So
I'm like, you have to be there.
So with them
like,
saying that, I agree.
Like if I said, that's why I said it all depends on how much time it is. If it's 1-2 days out the month, that's not being a parent. That is not being a parent. If you are there on a consistent basis, I would say yes.
Definitely.
I completely agree. But if it's 1 or 2 times out the month, no. You seeing the child once a week, I'd say no.
Erica said when you officially live separately and you get to pick and choose what day you want to be a parent that isn't being with them every day. That ship has sailed 12 days after birth alone in the NICU being a married woman because dad wanted to vacation in Jamaica was my real life. If you're not ready to be honest about the real details of your absence, the last thing anyone should be doing is alive to lie. I don't
Alive to
know.
lie. Yes, you got on live.
That makes sense. I've never heard of that.
You got on live to lie.
I've never heard of that. But okay, go to therapy since it's hard for you to forgive yourself because it's really the truth. No editing needed.
She's not really wrong. If you picking and choosing when you're gonna be a parent.
I don't know the whole story about Erica and Safaree because I'm sure it's more to the story than we're aware of. But just from seeing it on social media, and not saying that's the 100% truth, but Safaree been wilding. And he was after her on
That is one
Scared
emotional
Famous.
man.
And he was after her on Scared Famous. So now it's like y'all married, got kids, and it would be, I pray for her because it's nothing that you can make me forgive you after I'm in the NICU with our child and you in Jamaica, regardless if it's your birthday or not.
Mm-hmm.
It's nothing that you can make me see why that's legitimate.
I agree.
Bum Jamaica, Florida, California, nothing. You should
When
be
was
here
the baby born?
Huh?
When was the baby born? Was it a pandemic baby?
Yeah.
Oh, he might not have been able to be in the room anyway.
You can have one person, bro. Come on.
You can have the fathers there. Not Brian. No. Let's not do
I don't know. We don't know what that hospital rules was at the moment. It could have just been her. A lot of places now are allowing one person.
You go to Jamaica, bro.
Right.
That don't mean you go to Jamaica. All right. Y'all right about that, but he might not have been able to been in the room anyway.
You tripping. All right.
I don't know. That whole situation is a little crazy to me. Because everybody, they say Erica's a little crazy for real.
She is, but she has toned down dramatically. Y'all got to get into her.
I'll give it to her, for sure. But yeah, the way he was chasing her and then he did all that stuff to her, that don't make no sense.
And Erica bad.
Definitely one of my favorites, for sure, off that whole little franchise. Her attitude is just terrible, though.
You said her what?
Her attitude is just terrible, though. Like before she got pregnant, like that was she was a little different.
The last few weeks, man, fights breaking out.
Listen, I'm telling you, I would have got up and screamed "World Star" in the church, bro. World Star.
No,
bro,
you
I would have had to, bro.
If that happened at our church, no, you would not.
Dog walked down to the front row just to put hands on the dog.
And didn't even hit him clean.
No, that first one was clean.
No, it was, Brian.
That first one was clean.
I don't know. That first one didn't look too clean.
That was clean.
I don't know, Brian.
Dog straight up. Dog got up and was ready.
Y'all still see my face?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Marcus, stop. No.
Yeah, the pastor's reaction was the worst. Hey, listen, stop. Talk about listen.
In the east.
That was a clean one.
The first one was clean.
I don't know.
He saw his star.
Like it was no like rush on anybody.
No, dog got up and held the dude in the white shirt.
No, my man right
here. Like people walking.
Listen.
And then you got the lady screaming in the background.
Why do women just scream?
Marcus.
Like,
Marcus.
Why they just scream, bro? That is hilarious. Women just be sitting there screaming.
All right, what y'all see now?
Us, just us.
Oh, okay.
And it's like, man, those reacts. Nobody like really like cared about them fighting in the church. Like, the pastor's talking about, listen, stop. That ain't about to stop, dude. That is not about to stop, though.
Like, and that's so true. Women scream for everything.
Everything you screaming. What are you screaming?
I would have been like, oh.
Did y'all see the fight at the funeral?
No, I ain't seen no fight at no funeral.
Oh, let me see if I can find this.
They had to fight at the funeral.
Fight at the funeral.
Bro, Corey would be over there breaking it up.
I probably would be, but that drink was funny.
Come on, man. Don't do that here. I cannot imagine what my daddy was saying that moment. I just could not imagine what he would say. Normally, I can say he'll probably say this, but I can't imagine it. I don't know what he would say.
Yeah, I would probably add another hour to service.
Oh, God, no. We probably have to leave for real.
No,
I'll be too like done.
It'll for sure probably be over.
No, it wouldn't. We would probably catch it as soon as it happened, though. All of them in there, it would probably be done.
I want to know what they was fighting for.
I would love to know that. I really would.
Yeah, I want to know. I need background. Like,
was it that my man hadn't seen him and he like?
Honestly, you want to really know what it probably was for real? Probably dealing with somebody, sleeping with somebody.
He sat in his seat.
And he told him.
He said, "Nah, I told you to quit sitting in my seat."
And he probably said it's on site, bro. And he saw him, and it was on site.
Oh wow.
I can't find this video. I don't remember what it was on, but it was hilarious though. You couldn't see nothing, but the lady was just in the background screaming. Like, what are you screaming for, bro?
Can we have a real hug? I mean, all I ever get is just a little pat. I want a real hug.
That y'all, I'm sorry. I continue to laugh because that is so funny to me.
It's on Instagram or it's on
it's in our Instagram chat.
She's like, I ain't been hugged.
She said, "You just want to give me a pat."
Oh.
She said, "Hallelujah."
Y'all childish.
Yo, when I saw that, I was laughing so hard. But anyway. Oh, yeah.
And then she screamed, bro. The scream. What was the scream for? What? I didn't watch the whole video. The scream was too much, and I had to cut it off. What?
And everybody else's reaction is cracking me up too,
Yes, bro. Like, what is going on?
But basically, they did say, and Portia even admitted this, that Portia did reach out to Simon on Instagram when she found out that they were having issues, which I think is shady.
She reached out to who?
Simon. She DM'd him.
Simon is the one she with now?
Yes. And he said from there they started a relationship.
So that junk messy. That junk stupid.
And because she said she reached out and said, I know I've been through a divorce. I know what you're going through. I hope everything is okay.
Oh, that's not nothing bad then.
I think it was our what's the word?
Intentional?
No. Interior, is it interior motives? Whatever. I think no, that's not it.
She did it for a reason.
I guess, but no.
You said interior motive?
No, that's not what I said. That's not what I said.
We definitely heard you say that.
You said interior motive?
You did.
No, I did not. I said ulterior.
We just gonna have to change your name.
Okay. No, it's ulterior. What is it?
Ulterior.
Ulterior motive. You know what I meant. Y'all so rude.
No, that video is hilarious, bro.
Hilarious. I cried laughing watching that.
The other one, Misha, the one he just sent, that one is hilarious too.
Which one?
Tammy.
Forget her. I'm about tired of her.
Dog, that video is hilarious.
Oh, with Tammy?
Yes.
Yeah, I saw that.
That video is hilarious.
I saw that. Yeah, I saw that.
She's taking everybody. Hey. Could you imagine being in that house? Like, what is going on? Like,
I'd have been just like her, bro. Why did you just feel like you could just say that, even if you was just saying it, that they said it? Like, no.
Somebody else, a white person said that around me, and I was so shocked. Like, I was in shock. Like, I can't, like, and I was like, did this person really just say that?
Just say the N-word. We know exactly what you meant.
Right.
We know exactly what you meant.
But back to Portia. So basically, she reached out to him. They'd never stopped talking. He's still married, and they're engaged.
He's still married?
Yes, they're not legally divorced yet.
From who was he married to?
A girl that used to be on Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Right. They just, man.
And Portia was like, but we were never friends, even though we hung out. But you're still messing with the married. You're engaged to a married man.
She's divorced?
Portia?
Yeah.
She been divorced.
Oh, okay.
Her and Dennis weren't married. They were just engaged.
Good for her. Good for her.
Gotta get it how you living.
Mm-hmm.
And no, but the real thing is, Dennis on the show, he was mad because he wanted his clothes back, like his Versace robes and all his name brand stuff. He wanted his stuff back. And Portia said no.
She said no.
Yeah.
About him getting his stuff.
Right. And she was like, because I used it. I still walk around in your Versace robe.
Man, get that man his robe. That's childish to say that he can't get his robe back. She being petty. And you the one that probably did it. She probably broke them up. She probably broke them up.
Broke who up?
Her and Dennis.
Well, he cheated while she was pregnant.
Well, she wasn't giving him none. I'm just
All
saying.
right, well, y'all
That
be
was a
blessed.
joke.
Y'all have a good one.
That was a joke.
But no, he cheated on her while she was pregnant. They found out, they broke up, got back together. But she even admitted that she asked for the engagement ring back 2 months before she got engaged to Timon. So that's why I didn't say he's so confused with the timeline. Because they were talking 2 months before she got re-engaged. And she said she got engaged to her new husband 4 weeks after they started dating.
See, if everybody just be honest, man, everything could go a lot better, man.
So he basically like, just be honest and say you was talking to us at the same time.
Basically.
And so then they decided to go on a family retreat, and
never a good idea.
never a good idea.
A family retreat.
And he decided to
With
bring,
both of them?
yeah.
What in the world?
But they, they did the little storyline of her sister was like, well, we'll bring you all your stuff if you come on a retreat because we really want you to go.
To the dude, to the Dennis dude.
Right.
I thought his name was Preston.
No, his name is Dennis and he's from the 313. He's from here. And it's so funny because all his little sayings, they be doing like little word banks or whatever. Like, what up though? They did that. And like my old, how people be like, that's my old work. They be doing all that the little Detroit sayings they be doing. But basically they went on retreat and Portia got upset because he decided to bring a female out of town.
What's she upset for?
Cause she still love him. I think.
This type of stuff is irritating to me, bro.
Toxic.
Like, it really is irritating.
He should have never went.
She should have never invited him.
But he should have never went. Why would you want to go with your...
Oh, if I'm taking my woman.
Why would you want to go with your ex-wife's fiance? I mean, ex-fiance's new fiance. And the guys get along very well.
Always.
Because he feel like his issue not with him. His issue with her.
I don't have an issue with him at all, especially if it didn't work between us. Okay.
But so he not wrong for bringing his girl?
No, not at all.
Well, not even his girl, just somebody he's talking to.
Not at all.
I would say no, he's not wrong.
She got somebody with her?
I wouldn't be going there solo.
I definitely wouldn't be going solo. No,
well, his mom went.
No, that ain't enough. His mom. What that mean? She probably on Portia's side.
I'm not about to take romantic walks on the beach with my mom.
Not at all. The mom is very team Dennis because she's like, how did this happen so quick?
Mm-hmm.
And you just asked for your ring back. And this all happened in March. And y'all was just together for Christmas. No, they said February, but y'all was just together in December, they said, for Christmas and stuff. And y'all was still living together. And his clothes are still there. And the mom was like, how's even your new fiance okay with your ex-fiance clothes still in the house? But yeah. It was amazing. Y'all seen that video of Kodak with his mama? That's weird.
Yeah, that was weird.
That's weird. If I was to see...
That was too much.
Somebody dancing... And who rubs on their mama butt?
That's weird.
Females.
So your sister rub on your mama butt?
She'll hit her butt every once in a while. That's about it. Pop.
Your sister rub on your mama butt, Corey? Your girlfriend rubbing your mama butt?
That don't mean she won't. Like he said, she'd probably hit her every once in a while.
But not grabbing. That was a grab.
No, he was doing too much.
But that's not even. I'm talking about y'all rubbing your mama butt. Like that's toxic.
No, that ain't happening.
That's nasty.
No, that's weird.
That's sickening. All right, y'all. Well, thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Surviving the Mind Podcast, Season 3. We hope everybody had a happy new year, a blessed new year. Everybody, please be safe with the coronavirus. You know, coronavirus. Where you been?
Coronavirus.
I said corona. You always trying to play me, dog. All right.
Well, your tongue playing yourself.
Well, that's never mind. All right, Brian.
Dog.
Yeah, you talking like dog for power.
Whatever. Maybe I do have a list. CJ said that. Maybe I have one.
Who?
CJ. He said I have a list. Maybe I have one. I don't know. I didn't know I had a speech impediment until I met y'all. I didn't know I had one.
Said it was normal.
Maybe that's what God. Maybe it's the gap. Stop! I'm gonna keep having to bleep this out.
You ain't got to. I don't care. It was a joke. She know what it is.